You recently also said that the world is now looking at Africa as an opportunity and not as a source of problems. And we see the growing interest. There are European players like France, there's the US, there's China, there's Russia. Do you also then see a new scramble for Africa sort of taking shape?
Scramble would be the wrong word. Maybe, maybe a new focus. You know, what we are saying as African leaders is, and I will tell you what I have said often, that there is an African proverb that says, until the lion learned to write his own story, all stories glorified the hunter because he was the one writing. So this time round, we're going to write our own story. For a long time, people wrote stories about Africa. And they said Africa is a place of disease, poverty, conflict, problems. We're telling them Africa is much more than that. Africa is a continent of huge renewable energy resources, 60% of the world's potential. Africa is a region of 40% of mineral resources globally, including those that are important and significant for energy transition. Africa has 60% of the world's arable and cultivated land that can be used for smart agriculture to feed the world. Africa has the largest, the youngest population globally at the mean age of 19 and growing. It's not only a workforce, but it's also a market. Africa has the largest natural assets for carbon sequestration. So we are repositioning Africa, not in the eyes of others who know very little about us, but in our own perspective, knowing exactly the wealth that we have. And we are saying that with these assets, we want to engage with the rest of the world in a win-win outcome. We want to work with others. We come with our assets. The rest of the world, we do not want to ask for favors. We do not want to ask for aid. We are not looking for donations, for that matter. What we want is an engagement on how are we going to create investment opportunities. It is the reason why in the COP28 in Dubai, we came as African leaders and we said, look, this is our Africa Green Industrialization Initiative. We have this investment grade, opportunities. You can invest in our renewable energy, geothermal, wind, solar. You can invest in value addition and processing of our minerals. We do not want to export iron ore from Mauritania or from Kenya or from another place to China or Europe. We are going to use our renewable energy to process our iron ore and sell you green steel. Yeah. We are not going to be exporting bauxite. We want to process our own bauxite and export aluminium. And we have supported, for example, Europe. We have supported other regions. We've given them our raw materials. And we have been very faithful. We have also bought their finished products. It is time that we exchange. That this time round, they buy our finished product and they export to us their technology, and we agree on an investment program. So we are changing the narrative for Africa, and we are repositioning Africa as an investment destination, not as a destination for aid or a destination for donation.